Hey,
Hey, yeah, boy, what's happening?
how are you?
I'm
What's up?
excellent, blessed. How y'all doing?
I'm blessed too. Where are you right now, Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in the studio. I'm in the kitchen, live in the kitchen.
Okay, always working.
Yeah, always.
So I'm so happy to talk to you. You're such a legend.
Man, it's dope to get, you know what I'm saying, in tune with, you know what I mean, Dash Radio, get in tune with you, you know what I'm saying? How you pronounce your name? Neha?
Neha.
Neha. Already.
Yeah, I like that you asked that because nobody ever asks.
Oh yeah, you gotta ask. You want to say a lady name correctly all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That every time I say your name wrong, it's like another splinter. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. You know what I mean? It's like
Wow, I like that. See, I already know that you're like a good person because of that.
for sure.
So I want to know how you started in music because you're an artist, producer, Grammy winner. Like what, where did it all start?
I came out the womb on this music. And my mama used to put her stomach to the speaker and always just play Aretha Franklin, Anita Baker, Marvin Gaye, Earth, Wind and Fire, just so many different uh artists and whatnot. And she said I would kick the most to Michael Jackson. Every time she
Oh
played,
wow.
you get to kick it.
Yeah. I love that.
Like we alive before we alive. So, those turned into, as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old having nightmares, but always hearing music in my head. If you
Yeah.
if you put your ears over, if you put your hands over your ears and talk, it sound muted. But that's the dreams from my mama womb.
Oh wow, I love that.
See what
I
I'm saying?
love the way that you put that.
But it's always music. Like it's always beats playing in my head. And until I learned how to make beats and channel what was in here to what y'all hear, that's when my life changed, like 13, 14, thanks to my older brother, RIP Insane Wayne. He kind of motivated me to make beats and helped me channel what was here into reality.
So you were making beats at like 13, 14, like when you're in school?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. It
So
kept
you,
me out, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's gonna be gang, you know what I'm saying? Music was my gang, basically. You know what I'm saying?
So you started producing before you started like making your own music.
Yeah, like I started producing just cause my older brother, man, you gotta understand, my older brother Insane Wayne, he like best friends with Jazzy Faye. So
Yeah.
driving the Corvettes and the Cadillacs,
Yeah, like a
and
vibe.
all, he pulling up with the whips, he pulling up with the you know what I'm saying, got the girls, and you know what I mean? And so it's like as an older brother, he got all the flies clothes. You know,
Yeah, you want to be just like him.
absolutely. I wanted to walk like him, talk like him, be like him. And it was like that was my motivation. That was my inspiration. So I'm who I am. But I found something that I love to do. Once he took me into that first studio and I seen them lights, green lights, blue lights, purple lights, red lights, like all these different. I just
Yeah. You
spaceship.
were like you were like this is where I belong.
Yeah, and
Wait, I read this thing about your dad too, that he was like the first African American male in an orchestra. Is that
yeah,
true?
yeah, he was the first African American in the orchestra. You know what I'm saying, and especially the first chair. So
Yeah.
you the best. First chair mean you the greatest. First chair mean you get paid the most.
Yeah.
And you're number one. And he was number one for 40 years straight. So, it's
That's insane. So
but
I feel like it's in your blood, like music, your mom, your dad, your brother, like it just led you to doing that your entire life.
yeah, like I grew up in the orchestra. I ain't have babysitters. You know what I mean? So Frank, the man who played the timpanis, I'm cool with him. I'm cool with like
Yeah.
all his daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike, who played the bassoon, the other African American in the Memphis Symphony Orchestra. He played a bassoon like by 5 or 6, I could identify what instrument was what.
That's crazy. Do you
I can identify like between a violin and a viola, or between a trumpet and a trombone. You know what I'm
do
saying?
you do you feel like that helped your music so much because you have like a ear for not just like hip hop or like one type of sound, but like instruments, like like so many different types of sounds. So when you're producing, you could like create something unique.
Yeah, like being able to identify sounds and creating from scratch. That's why I don't really use much samples, but I like using live instruments because that's the edge to, keeping my music timeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anytime you can hear it played live is live, so that could be repeated millions and millions and millions and millions of times, and it always feel like they playing it for you for the first time. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
I try to incorporate my music, and y'all fuck with me because of that. So you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. Okay, so you've been in the music industry for like 2 decades. You started when you were like 13 producing, but now you've had like a super successful career, worked with like everybody, Kanye West, like some of the biggest names. What were like some of the biggest moments for you? Or like what were those career highlights where you were like, wow, like now I feel like I'm really in this?
honestly, one of my biggest feelings was Money to Blow, for the simple fact that like I got a call from my boy from Canada, like, yo, he ain't this is a time Drake ain't dropped no music.
Yeah.
And for me to be able to work with him before any music has dropped, you know what I mean? For me to see like how developed he was, and like again, the artists that know what they want, they get where they want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He knew exactly what he wanted. Like, yo, I played him 5 beats. Money to Blow was the 5th beat. And next thing you know, he went and dropped the hook, dropped the verse, and was up out of there. Didn't even give a fuck about the song. Like, he just dropped that shit and was gone. Straight
So
up. It,
you saw that star power in him before like he even began.
oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, man, the dude came up with the hook in literally 10 minutes. And Money to Blow is a dope hook. You know what I'm saying? It's not no throw together shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
he shouted out the producer, he dropped his verse, and he was up out of there. You know what I mean? And just to see, like, it took Birdman a year later after this song got so hot on the internet, the song ended up getting leaked. You know what I mean? And
I
Birdman,
like that you put leaked in quotes.
yeah, because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when you leave your sessions with these studios or different engineers or whatever, it tends to get leaked. I didn't leak it. You know what I'm saying? I'm known for
Yeah.
this particular record. I didn't leak. It was on the internet. A lot of people started rapping to the open verse that was on the beat. Birdman called me out the blue, like, say, little one, we gonna take care of that, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and the rest was history. You know what I'm saying? The money was in my account within. I told him what the price was. The money was in my bank literally in 15 minutes.
Wow.
He was like, yo, I'm gonna put Lil Wayne on it. I'm gonna drop my verse tonight. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The rest was history. I was like, man, I love Birdman. I get my publishing on my beats. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just all about how you handle your business and who you are. If people respect you, they're gonna pay you. That's why respect coming up for me was so important. So I don't
Yeah.
have problems getting paid. I deal with all the biggest bosses in the game, from Jay Prince to Master P to Birdman to Interscope or Def Jam, whoever, you know what I mean? We do great business and I deliver. So that's another reason why so many people fuck with the boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of you like having like a year for music and just like knowing who to work with, I feel like your experience kind of led you to now you have your own label. Tell me about like starting that and like kind of finding your own artist now.
It's organic. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta believe in you as much as I believe in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Learn how to see that. You know what I mean? Because I would always just pour my cup into the pot, regardless what we working on. If we working on
Yeah.
a project, I'm gonna pour 100% of me into this project. You might only give 1%, but you expect to get your 50%.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So when you working and that rubs off on you enough, and you have that longevity of understanding, man, listen, if you ain't pouring into the pot like I'm pouring in this motherfucker, then shit, it ain't gonna work. It ain't
What made you
right mix.
what Yeah, what made you want to start your own thing?
I've always been independent, you know what I mean? So every placement I've had came on relationships, came off of hustle, came off of paying dues, you know what I mean? It came off of sacrifice. It came off of me believing in me and betting my last dollar on me. That's what I've always done, and that I'm gonna continue to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like you're super business minded. I mean, you have your own clothing line too. And I want to talk, like, I read this story, I think, where your dad once like bet you like you either have to make like 100K or go back to college. Is that true?
Yeah, he made me a bet, and he made me a bet. Uh, Basically, I had got kicked out of college, and I was only going to school just to give myself enough time to make my name bigger. Cause I knew once my
Yeah.
dad found out I was making rap beats, like he wanted me to be in the orchestra, you know what I mean, follow his footsteps, graduate college, blah 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 blah. And I already had a vision for myself. 11th grade, I was looking at probably 5,000 a week. You know what I'm saying? So it was
Yeah, dang.
going into college. I'm Tila, Yo Gotti. I'm heavy in the streets. I got a few songs on the radio and whatnot. So now I'm extending my relationships to Atlanta. So I started skipping school because I'm in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I remember getting to Atlanta one time. Pastor Troy had $8,000 for me for 2 beats on DSGB album. He was like, "Oh, I just spent the budget, but I got 8,000 for you for 2 beats."
Yeah.
What? I'm 19. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On one of the biggest strip club anthems, make them get their money right. Pop that, make them get their money right. And I ain't even old enough to get in the strip club yet.
Yeah. You're like hustling.
So it really put me on a level like, okay, now Atlanta calling for me. You know what I'm saying? This around the time when Boys in the Hood group started. This is, on the verge when Jeezy about to go solo.
Yeah.
My dad found out I done got kicked out of college. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, I got enough nuts. I got enough artillery. I got enough to show Pop, look, this is what I'm doing. This is how much money I'm making. Da, 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 da. He still looked me in my eye and told me I wasn't going to be shit.
Yeah.
Imagine your daddy just shitting on your dream. Whatever it is, hey, I want to be this host, or hey, I want to be the owner of this, or whatever the fuck you want to be. He tell you, oh, that shit ain't shit. You ain't gonna make no money doing that.
Yeah, and you know that they're wrong.
And I'm like, nigga, I'm Drumma Boy, nigga. You got me fucked up, Pop. You don't understand. Cause he ain't know nothing about no street shit. He ain't know nothing about no God. He don't know no, he know about respect because he been in the military. But see, he see about respect and getting respect in a whole different way.
Yeah.
And we just saw shit differently. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with this youth, we see shit differently. That's why I respect how the youth coming in and coming up in their time.
Yeah. Some people don't see the other perspective.
Exactly. So I'm supporting the youth and the next nigga all the time because you don't know. I don't know who Drake is. I don't know who Rocco is. I don't know who none of these people is, but I invest in them and just take chances on the new and the next. I made okay, 2 Chainz get I'm on to the next. Who next?
Yeah.
Rocco
I
get on.
love that. I love that you're so like you believe in your vision so much. You know what you are yet, but like I believe in you from the start.
Yeah. So to answer your question, like my dad made a bet. Tears coming down my eyes, and he's like, hey, I pull out 10 grand, like, man, Pop, I'm getting to the money, man. Got me fucked up. Pop, I'm getting to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing him the money and this and that. Woo the woo the woo. And he like, man, you ain't got no debt card. You ain't got no credit card. You ain't, at this time I ain't had none of this shit. I ain't had no portfolio. I didn't have no house that I own. I didn't,
Yeah.
it
He's
was
like, "Where's your credit?"
and he was like, man, I'm gonna give you a year. You can't buy your mama the house you want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you a year since you so big nuts. You know what I'm saying? This is my dad talking to me like, you the big bad wolf now. Oh, you big bad Drumma Boy. Da, da, da. This is my dad talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, show me 100,000 in your bank account and get the fuck up out of here. Get out my face. This is how my dad talking to me. Get that
That's
money.
wild.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta imagine the passion I put behind proving this nigga wrong.
But do you feel like that kind of helped you because you were like, "Oh, you don't believe in me. I'm gonna prove you wrong." Like it kind of lit a fire in you.
Everything. It was the fire I needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't like I needed more fire because I already had the fire in me. I'm already making placements. I'm already making.
Yeah.
But he put me on a path to understand ownership, understand owning land and credit and things that don't depreciate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In literally 10 months, I remember coming back to him and showing him that bank statement with, man, 150 plus in my account. You know what I'm saying? I had just turned 21.
It's insane.
And man, this was like, all right, we up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And me and my pop literally became best friends
Oh, that's
at
so
home.
awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to earn your respect. So that's
Yeah.
street shit, or like, you know what I'm saying? Just anybody I done ever worked with, it's so easy, bro. Because I done already defeated the biggest champion of all.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
do you
Like that's
thank him
it
for
ain't nobody.
yeah. Do you thank him for that now?
Oh, oh yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. The only thing I fear now is God. Once I got past him, you know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, you down to look at your dad
Yeah.
like next time, okay, your daddy can beat your ass, nigga. I
Yeah.
got ass whoopers. My dad beat me one time with a paddle, nigga, literally 50 licks every hour on the hour until I woke up for school. So
Oh my God.
11 p.m., 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until I went to school 7 o'clock. I ain't even sit down that day. That's how
Yeah.
that's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Some of these niggas need their ass beat. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, literally though.
Like,
Literally.
you know what I'm saying? So it's about, you know what I'm saying, conquering that warrior within you, because you
For
ain't doing
sure.
nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself through these trials and tribulations. So I'm a therapist on the low too. I give people advice. I encourage, motivate, stimulate, enhance, uplift. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Amplify the vibe. You know what I mean? And set the tone. So, you know,
Well, let's talk about your music now. Now you're working on your own album that's going to be released soon. What can you tell us about it?
um,
Features, the
I still came
vibe.
first song, Rez Deshaun. Just to be working with the Reds, you know what I'm saying? He shouted out, he came out with his biggest single, shouting out Penny Hardaway, and just, you know, it's crazy. I get my pennies from Penny Hardaway himself. He sent me the shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just the relationships, like, bro, I came up looking up the Penny Hardaway. You know what I'm saying? I came up looking up the Scott Storch. And here it is, I'm working with this
With
man.
these legends, yeah.
You know, go check out my YouTube channel, Drum Squad TV. Follow, subscribe. A lot of behind the scenes footage, behind
How
the
was
hit.
it how was it being in the studio with Scott Storch?
It was crazy, man. Just seeing him, like, literally, he play a million keys, a million keys, a million keys, and even his wrong notes might it's
Sounded
perfect.
amazing.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like working with. I feel like I'm in heaven. I feel like I'm in heaven and earth since music. You know what I mean? And being able to give this music to y'all and see our reaction, to see y'all comments, you know what I mean, to see y'all support, you know what I mean, to see y'all at these shows turning up, to see y'all move every time my shit come on in the club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing.
So can you tell us a release date? What can you tell us about the album?
Oh man, it's crazy. We got deal memos coming in now. Labels trying to,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I can't say too much, but a lot of people starting to wait a minute. This guy's doing all this himself. Hey, wait, whoa. Like, you know what I mean? So it's starting to get very interesting. But we rocking and rolling. I got a record with Dolphin Gucci. I got a record with Chris Brown, Trey Songz. We got
Wow.
man, some of everything. Dexter Daps. I just did a record with Dabby though. Shout out to Jamaica. Shout out to Africa. Um, my people.
Is it coming out this summer?
I'm aiming on it, but I'm definitely dropping singles after singles.
Okay.
Consistently drop pressure and apply pressure. The latest release is "Do It Look Like I Give a Fuck?" Instrumental, EDM, trap kind of vibe with just a hook on.
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I mean? So definitely check that out. My Spotify, Drumma Boy Fresh, the website, drummaboy.com. Check out our store. We got the #1 boutique in Atlanta at House of Fresh, ATL. Y'all come see us, get some drip, and stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you. Thank you for talking to me.
Already, I'm planning on the album this summer, but you know they trying to push me into the big dog area where it come out this winter. You know what I mean? And this fall, this winter. But you know what I mean? Again, I'm coming with more singles. You know what I mean? And
I
it's
love it. I'm so excited.
absolutely. Oh, definitely go get back on my Buck shit. Volume 3, Young Buck. That's another project we just released, you know what I'm saying? It's so much content I can't keep up, you know what I'm saying? But tap in,
Yeah.
Drum Squad, Q Monte, Chris Beats, you know what I'm saying?
All
It's
right. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I loved hearing more about your life.
absolutely, man. Let me know when we can tap in again, you know what I'm saying?
Of course. After you drop that album, you got to come back.
Already, I can't wait to come back through there, tell Ski what up. Shout out to Ski,
Yeah,
my
you need to come in the studio.
yeah, I definitely need to be in the building with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring you some gear too.
Okay, awesome. Next time you're in LA.
All right.
Have a good rest of your day.
You too, man. Appreciate y'all 100.